Hi, come. My commander Unni Pillai retired from the Air Force, joined HAL and retired from HAL. So I had a long and interesting career in aviation. My total flying career has nearly been 39 years. I have done about 8,500 hours. Most of my flying career was in test flying in HAL. I wanted to be a pilot to start with from the childhood onwards. With large number of aircraft and few pilots, we were flying hell of a lot. In the sense that, and there were many operations. The first exposure which I had was when there was a Chinese incursion, and that time General Sundarji decided to take a stand. We will not, think like what had been done on the 62 war. He had a requirement to position his troops along to face the Chinese, and there are no roads there. For fast access, you need helicopters there. He asked Air Force for, we used to have Mi-8s, and that time newly Mi-17s had come in. Mi-8s did not have the capability to go there. We took the aircraft far beyond its capabilities in altitude. We positioned troops there, and that was a very amazing experience, because it was a warlike scenario. Of course, we had the Sri Lankan episode of Pawan, so there also we participated. I was in Guwahati, I remember. So we were told to go with 6 helicopters to Jaffna. So we landed at Jaffna, and from the time we landed there, we were asked to start. Straight away the mission started. So wherever you land, you are being fired at. In that noise and this thing, you don't know by daytime. But when we should do the same thing, you go to a desert drop zone, by night. And when you're taking up especially, you see these tracers go by on both sides. Now you know that you are being fired at. So you're just hoping that it doesn't hit my aircraft. Of course, Sri Lanka, there are a number of incidents where you have to, somebody is injured, you have to pull them out by night, 2 o'clock in the morning. To locate that place itself is impossible, because we didn't have night vision goggles. Right now, you have NVGs and a whole lot of gizmos, and superior navigation systems. There you had to have a map and try and locate that place in the night. It used to be extremely difficult, but we managed to do it. And sometimes when you go back there the next day, you wonder how did you do it. You realize how lucky you were, because there's so many obstructions there where your rotors could have hit and would have crashed there itself. Luckily, made it through. And after that, I became an instructor, taught flying on a propeller aircraft called HPT-32 for a couple of years. And thereafter, I volunteered to become a test pilot. We had gone to Chile, because Chile was interested in procuring helicopters to operate. See, they have a very strange terrain which is similar to one part of our terrain. They have this high altitude. There are very few helicopters which can perform at that kind of altitude, and it's a very steep gradient. So they found it perfect for their requirements. So we had gone there to demonstrate it. So we flew the entire length of Chile from their capital city of Santiago all the way to the border with Peru, which is a place called Arica. It was a very amazing trip. I haven't got to fly that kind of area. Of course, then we flew in Ecuador also. We've been participating in air shows like London, Farnborough, then in Paris Air Show. So DHRUV was the first indigenous design to be flown in, Indian design to be flown in the Paris Air Show and in the Farnborough Air Show. And then we had gone to Turkey, and then of course Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, Singapore, Mauritius, and it has been nice. It was great flying Indian machines in all these countries. If you start recalling failures, the worst was the first display of the LCA, Light Combat Helicopter. It was the first display in the Aero India. And these guys, they had made a change in the design, some mounting they had changed, which they assured that, okay, it will not affect, anything else in the aircraft. Otherwise, we had been flying the LCH for nearly 1.5 years. We had no issues. But this change which was made, we couldn't test it enough because air show had come up. So we had only one prototype which was flying. When we did the first maneuver, I heard a crack sound, kind of sound. So now it was a dilemma, whether you continue or you land back. See, if it was not the air show, there would have been no dilemma per se, because no doubt you come and land back. But just because the air show, so many people are watching. But anyway, we took the decision, it's better to be safe. So we landed back and they checked the aircraft, they couldn't find anything. We listened to various sounds from the FDR, checked various parameters, couldn't find anything. But I insisted that there is something wrong. So they decided to fly it back to Bangalore, HAL airport. While flying, there was kind of strange behavior. So that is the time when we sort of coaxed it back, landed, we found a big crack in the mounting plate, Another 2 minutes it would have given way, which means the rotor and would have flown off from the fuselage, separated. So those are lucky. No, we sent only one. The guys who are getting trained now are lucky because they would get their hand in the space exploration. Because you have to be a test pilot. Because traditionally that's the way everybody has been doing. Space is good. Yeah, you become a rock star. That's it. But I don't think contributing towards nation's growth is something which is more gratifying for me.